Hey everyone, LaytonsGal here, and welcome to the April edition of ZA Monthly. We hope you'll enjoy our lineup for this month, so let's get right into the video and start off with our news anchors.
Hey guys, how's it hanging? So this month, Lil Creeper made an excellent one-shot called Take Off Your Mask. Now, if you guys know Lil Creeper, she typically likes to make art blogs rather than one-shots, so it was really nice to see her come out of her shell a little bit and write a one-shot for us. So this one-shot, which I really enjoyed myself, is in the perspective of the character that she's writing about, which talks about a mask that he's or she that they're wearing. And I really like the descriptive words she uses throughout this blog. And despite it being as short as it was, you could easily picture images in your head and using the descriptive words to understand the story. Like you felt like you were in the story, and I really like that. And I feel like it's based off of Majora's Mask. I mean, that's obvious, but I really like how, when I first glanced at the title, I thought, oh, this is going to be like something edgy or something that's like really depressing, but it turned out to be kind of a mixture of everything. Like it wasn't like full on depressing or full on like edgy, but like it was a mix of like edgy and kind of just normal. Like it was really interesting how she portrayed like the different feelings, and I personally really liked that. And honestly, I think that she's a great writer, and I really enjoyed this blog, honestly. Like, I've read this multiple times, and I've enjoyed it every single time I've read it. So, if you haven't read it, I really recommend that you do, because I really loved it, and I'm sure a lot of people did. I mean, heck, it got, like, over 170 likes, so obviously a lot of people liked it. So, and Lil, if you're listening to this, you should definitely write more one-shots because everybody loves them, including me. Anyway, that's my segment for this month, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Hey everyone, this is LaytonsGal here, and for this month, I decided to take a closer look at a post by a user named Alya. She drew a small comic based on one of the memories from Breath of the Wild, more specifically Memory 16, in which Zelda talks about how she feels like a failure, while Link silently tries to comfort her. Alya, however, took a different approach to this memory and added dialogue for Link, which I loved because while I understand why Link didn't speak really in Breath of the Wild, there's moments I would have loved for him to talk back to Zelda or just in general. So in this small comic, rather than holding Zelda in silence as she cries, Link tries to comfort her by telling her not everything is her fault and giving her hope, sort of combating the despair that this memory is supposed to display. Also, I have to mention how she turned it into a more romantic moment, which I find nice. However, they're interrupted by a guardian. I also like how this is clearly based on the memory itself, but with more added and changed up a bit. I also have to mention the art itself. Making comics can be hard. Even if it's only a few panels or pages, it can be time consuming, so I know a lot of work had to go into it. One of my favorite things is the art style itself. I like the more cute style she drew them in, and overall the anatomy and poses look good too. Not to mention all the panels have backgrounds, so that adds to the overall quality. Overall, just a really fun post that adds a bit more to one of the memories, which is fun to see. Keep up the good work, Alia.
Hey guys, Hyrule13 here with the next issue of ZA Monthly. This month I'd like to talk about a new fanfiction that started up called Acceptance by Ani Yo-Yo. It's a crossover fic between Breath of the Wild and Skyward Sword. There won't be any spoilers of Breath of the Wild this time, so you won't have to worry about that. It starts at the end of Breath of the Wild with Link and Zelda celebrating their victory over Calamity Ganon, when a mysterious hole opens up beneath them and they end up transported to the sealed grounds in Skyward Sword. The first chapter is relatively short, but as of the time that I'm writing this, a second chapter has also been posted. Now I know the concept sounds really cliche, and I thought that too. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sensing some promise from this story. The writing is good too, at least from my layman's perspective. I don't claim to be an expert on writing even though I've studied it. Ani Yo-Yo is also working on another fanfiction alongside this one called Back to the Twilight. I haven't read it yet, but it's supposed to be a crossover fic between Breath of the Wild and Twilight Princess. Now, Twilight Princess is one of my favorite Zelda games, so I'm excited to see how Ani Yo-Yo crosses over the two games. And that's it for my piece. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!
Hey, this is LaytonsGal here. I'll be reading on behalf of Zellie this month, so everything beyond here will be her writing. Hey everyone, Zellie here. April has been another month filled with plenty of beautiful blogs and art pieces. It was great seeing how the community thrives, even on Easter. There were plenty of blogs to read and even bunny-themed art to see. While this is true, I could unfortunately only choose one of the many blogs posted this month. Toward the beginning of the month, a short poem immediately caught my attention. Useless by ZA's very own Taro. I've always loved Rivali. The amount of unnecessary hate he gets is rather unfortunate, so when I saw this poem centered around him, I was ecstatic. The poem itself is rather sad, but I feel that it accurately represents the way Rivali thinks. It also reflects the way that I view the Rito champion. Through the little time we spend with him in Breath of the Wild, we can easily tell that he's quite jealous of Link. While Rivali expressed his beliefs that Link did not deserve the praise he received, I always believed that there was something beyond that. I believed that Rivali wanted to be the best. He wanted to get attention and recognition, not because he was just a jerk, but likely because he feels inadequate. Maybe he struggles with his self-image, and by performing and showing off to others, getting their approval, praise, and attention, he can feel needed and loved. I think Rivali secretly struggles, and he covers it up with a mask of arrogance. In Useless, Rivali begins in a bumptious tone, taunting and almost mocking Link. From there it gets progressively more and more aggressive. Rivali grows frustrated with the hero, and then begins to express how he really feels about himself. I don't want to spoil too much of the blog, though. Hopefully I've inspired you all, or at least some of you, to see the beautiful writing piece for yourself. It's a truly wonderful read, so go check it out for yourself. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, Zellie out.
Tabea here from the Zelda Amino Monthly, and for this month I decided to talk about this piece by Shakira. I have to say that it looks just wonderful. The detail and texture that gives the Lizalfols this very realistic feeling and look. The focus was drawn to the face, and it looks very soft, and the background gives it a calm feeling. The drawing makes me feel warm and comfortable. Well, that's my personal opinion at least. And you can see the work and effort the artists put into this, and the time spent to manage to create this effect of realism. I wish to see more from the skilled artists one day, and I can't wait to see what else they will put up. Thanks for listening, and have a wonderful day, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's LaytonsGal here for the second half of our art showcase. Normally this spot is for Mags, but I'll be filling in for her this month. So this is actually some art I did months ago but never ended up posting. I like it, but I didn't end up making a whole post for it, so I figured I'd share it now. So I guess I should explain what this abomination is, huh? Well, I decided it would be fun to draw Link's sprite from A Link to the Past, only with one exception, using all the colors that are displayed in the sprite itself. To make things more interesting, I chose one of the weirder ones, Link wearing the upgraded tunic found at the end of the game. It ended up turning out pretty wacky, but that's what I was going for, so I guess it was successful, huh? Also, fun fact before I go, did you know Link's hair is pink because of color palette limitations? For the Super Nintendo, no sprite can have more than 16 colors per sprite. So, the reasons why there's no proper hair color for Link is because they needed pink for his bunny form. Interesting, huh?
Heyo, it's Gamza Pop here with your monthly Zelda Amino news. We've got a steady stream of coverage today, so let's see what the month holds for us. Easter was this month, and so was Egg Hunt. Members were challenged with creating a story via an Amino feature showing off your favorite Easter eggs in Zelda games. The winner of this challenge was Hid. In fact, he was the only submission. Nonetheless, great job on claiming the prize on this egg-tastic challenge. You scrambled the competition. What? Am I egging this on too long? With the team promoting and growing, congratulations to Mings Fox for the leader promotion and Lady Mifa's creator promotion, by the way. The team has been putting out lots of PSAs, or public service announcements, covering community behavior and commenting with an additional podcast, April 20th. Much of the cast has strongly been involved in the community. With this heavy mandation, the team is clearly striving to prove this Amino's welfare. Keep it up, staff! Let's rewind back to Mings and Mifa, a new member of the staff and a new leader. Mings even wrote a heartfelt appreciation post about their journey to this leadership, and a well-earned one at that, vowing to even take care and be an exemplary staff member for the whole of the team. And of course, Lady Mifa, a seasoned member and leader for multiple groups, has taken their place among the creators. Amino expresses her thanks. You two will be awesome. Do you blog often? Are you an active member of this community? Missed old Glitch Wars? Then this may be for you. Skyspace has created a new group called Omni. 2 teams compete against each other by posting feature-worthy blogs in exchange for coins. Also, you can get a neat title for it too. Want in? You can contact Sky directly or look up the hashtags Omni or Omni Wars. See you there. A challenge by Courage, I had to put this in. A respected artist of Zelda Amino held a challenge for 1K or 5K followers, with divisions between artists, writers, cosplayers, vloggers, and editors. On April 14, all corresponded to their OCs. Although a simpler post, the challenge deserves some recognition, so check it out. The hashtag is CURG 1K or 5K contest. And congratulations, Courage. Well, that wraps up the report. This has been Gamzo Pop, and I'm out of here.
Well, that should just about wrap up this month's edition. Thank you all for watching, and as last time, if there's anything you'd like to let us know, please don't hesitate to say so in the YouTube comments below or over on Zelda Amino itself. We hope to see you back next month, and as always, thanks for watching. Bye!